From the wind to the trees, to the buzzing of the bees, Ya Rabbil Alameen, your creation is a dream. From the stars to the moon, your dominion is so vast, yet your beauty isn't seen. Ya Rabbi, please accept my prayer. Ya Rabbil Alameen, Ya Rahmanu Ya Rahim, Ya رب العالمين يا رحمن يا رحيم لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله عليه بركات الله.
Thanks ever so much for inviting me. I'm Kat Smith and I've been the MP for Lancaster since 2015, and obviously we're about to have an election. But it's been really interesting to come along today and learn so much more about Islam. I knew a little bit before, but I've been able to ask lots of questions, and thank you for answering them. I'd encourage everyone in Lancaster to come down and ask all those questions that they were too embarrassed to ask or weren't sure who to ask, because it's a really good opportunity, and I know that the volunteers that are here today are happy and they want people to come and ask questions.
My first impressions were it felt very welcoming, and there was lots that I wanted to ask questions about, and then I met you and I've had an amazing discussion about Islam and Allah and everything else that's in here. It's absolutely fascinating, and I can feel that you're very passionate, and you know there's lots of emotion in this, so I'm really glad that I've met you.
Thank you. So what was your highlight so far from the things that we discussed, or what you saw? What was your standout kind of thing?
Seeing a copy of the Quran was significant for me, also how you described all the foods that have been mentioned so long ago and their healing and significant properties, and how we're now seeing that from a scientific basis. I found that really fascinating, and I will take a lot of those messages away. I absolutely loved hearing you sing some of the Quran, and I think something about a background noise with that in would be really nice.
With the Quran?
Yeah, just not all the time, but perhaps every so often hearing that, because it was really, I really felt, I felt something from that, which was really nice.
Thank you.
I know about the 5 pillars of Islam. I know the similarities with the Old Testament.
Okay.
And it's interesting to see, I think, some of the exhibits that you have with the timeline of Islam. And also to find out about the science, etc., back from 700. It's quite amazing.
It's a time, a period where the history has totally, deleted from the history. Have you ever had an opportunity to read the Quran?
I have a copy here.
You have a copy?
A free copy, which is fantastic.
Absolutely. You have a Quran which is to be read.
Yes.
And because that book, the title of the book itself is inviting you to have a look at it. Read it and see if this makes sense or not. If it's not, your choice is yours. No problem. Because the Quran itself says in a verse, in chapter number 2, verse number 257, it says, "Let there be no compulsion in religion. Truth stands out clear from error." So the choice is yours. Take it or leave it.
So chapter 3 and chapter 19 are good chapters to read. I think it's been really well presented.
Thank you very much for your
Thank
coming.
you.
But
It's been a pleasure.
It's a pleasure meeting you as well. Thank you very much for your time.
Can I just first start off by saying a big thank you for inviting me to this event. It's been a great honour, and in attending this event, I've learned a lot about your community and how your community values yourselves and your religion, but also value our community as well. I think it's an important event because it's a golden opportunity to enable us to start to talk to each other as a community and respect each other as a community and respect our different religions within our district. So it is a coming together event, and I think we need to see more of these events in the future. So it gives me great pleasure to endorse this kind of event, and you're welcome to our town hall anytime.
Thank you very much for your words.
Thank you for inviting me. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Rashida. I'm from Leyland. We're here to do the dawah with the Mymn, and basically we're here to just let people know what we're about. We've got all the artifacts about the Quran, and today we have got Kathy, who's just taken the Shahada.
Hello.
Yeah, so Kathy, what made you come into this?
I just saw a sign and I came in, something brought me here, and I've met all these wonderful people. And I've got the Quran, and this lovely lady asked me to do the Shila, and I've done it, and I feel really good.
Yeah, and you feel light.
I do, yes.
So we say that God inspires the people, and they bring them here because in their life they've done something so good.
Yes.
And then you've come here today, and you actually feel good, you feel light.
I do. And I've got a whole different good impression of.
Brilliant. This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just to ask you,
yes.
What was the name?
Kathy.
You know, did you just come of your own accord, or were you invited?
No, I just saw the man outside and said there was something on, and I've always been interested, so I came, and I'm glad I did. It's been really good, and you should do this every week.
What was it? Yeah.
So what was that? So made you believe that, you know?
I think I'm a Christian, and there's no discipline, there's no faith there anymore. It's just a Sunday thing to go to, and I see all your people, and it's not just a Friday thing.
No,
it's
it's
life,
every day. Yeah,
and it's really good.
Way of life,
and
absolutely.
you have good food.
Well, that's a lot of it I got.
Yeah.
So did you know about Islam before you actually?
I lived in Burnley, so I knew some Muslims, but there's none where I live. But this is great, really great.
That's absolutely brilliant.
I've changed my whole opinion. I thought women in Islam were downtrodden, but obviously they're not.
Yes.
So it's been really good.
Yeah. And it is our choice that we do cover ourselves.
Well, when I was a child in church, we covered our head.
Absolutely.
But
as time's gone, Christianity, and we stick to our, absolutely. Oh, can I have a nice big hug from you? Thank you. So lovely to meet you. Thank you. Oh, and I hope the rest of your future will be absolutely great, and it's a learning step for you from now all the way through.
Yes. And peace be with you.
And to you as well.
Yes,
to you as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Kathy. Appreciate it.
Well, I think it's really good to come in and talk to people from different faiths and things like that, because you learn a lot. And like you were saying before about misconceptions, I think there's actually a lot of misconceptions and unfair misconceptions about Islam and Muslim people that lots of people have because they don't understand. So actually, if you can learn things about who is Muhammad or who is Allah, or about the Quran and what's in it, and how people think about their faith and things like that, it would actually help people to have a better relationship and a better understanding of those sorts of things.
And what will you say to the Muslim community? What message will you give to the Muslim community?
I think, the Muslim community in Lancaster, I think, you have got neighbours and you have got people that do understand and, are welcoming, and, we want to have more understanding of that. And I think that's why events like this are so good.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر، الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة، قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر، الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله
أنت ربي دائما أنت المعبود يا رب العالمين يا رحمن يا رحيم يا رب العالمين يا رحمن يا رحيم لا إله
So would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Becky. I'm a police officer at Lancaster Police Station.
I'm Rashida from Leyland.
And I'm James. I'm a police community sports officer here at Lancaster as well.
So what has brought you here today?
Well, I'm working with the community team for a couple of weeks, and we got told about the event and said if we wanted to, come over, then I've just started shift, so before I got sidetracked into anything else, I thought we'd pop over and just come and find out what it was all about, really.
That's right. So far, what have you seen?
So we looked around a bit. When we first come in, I had a look about the stalls about the women's rights and how women are looked at, and obviously you've helped me put on the hijab and try
That's
that
right.
on.
Oh yes, and that's really suited you. Yeah. What about yourself?
So we heard about what was happening today, just from about people talking on the station. Thought we'd just come on and check it out, really.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I'm glad you've come down. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
But it's been a lovely welcome. We walked in, we were guided upstairs, and we've had everybody we've spoken to has been really sort of like pleased and chatty. And yeah, I think it's great, and I think it is dead important to do more stuff like this to try and break down those misconceptions and stuff.
Yeah.
So
thank you very much.
No, thank you.
So I work with students. I'm a learning developer, and I help them with their essays and reports and how to prepare for exams, things like that. I think it's a very well laid out event. It's very welcoming. I don't think there's too many tables crammed in, and then I think you've got lots of different aspects about being a Muslim. So you've got the information about being a woman in the faith, and then you've also got some of the interesting things about Muhammad, and then also about all the inventions and what like the astrolabe. I knew about that. It's a really important invention, and the contribution of Muslim inventions and Muslim items to the whole world, to what they give to the whole world. Everyone's been incredibly friendly, but also very upfront in saying, look, if you have any questions, just ask us. We won't take offence because we're trying to combat that kind of terrible media portrayal. It's very difficult though, isn't it, where you get central buildings and the space. But yes, maybe something up at a university might be useful because the students, but also if you can influence young people more, or maybe something in a school, maybe if you could link up with a school and try and have maybe some sort of lunchtime event, or ask them for a half day for all the school to come, because people have perceptions and those are unfortunately propagated through families.